The mayor of San Juan, Puerto Rico, firing back after President Trump slams her poor leadership during the disaster relief effort.
Maybe he's used to women who have to be told what to do. That's not who we are here in San Juan.
This as more aid arrives, maybe even the aid that was behind her during her press conference. And FEMA accuses this same mayor of skipping meetings in their joint field office. Joining us now with the latest is FEMA Deputy Administrator Dr. Dan Kanuski. Doctor, thank you for joining us this morning. So a lot of focus on the San Juan mayor. If you could, as someone who's been involved in the discussions, how has the collaboration been with her and other officials on the ground?
Well, first let me say that having a unified command is the key driver to success in any disaster operation. As you've seen in Hurricanes Harvey and Irma, we worked very closely with mayors and governors from throughout Texas and Florida. And I'll say for Puerto Rico, we've had a strong and collaborative relationship with the governor. There's also 78 municipalities. Now, we can't necessarily satisfy every single one at every single time, all the time. But I think if you ask the other 77 mayors, they'll say that we've been good partners with them. We certainly feel that about them.
So your answer leaves out one of the 78. Do you believe that San Juan has been a good faith partner, a part of the unified effort?
I can just say that the mayor of San Juan has not participated substantially in any efforts at the Joint Field Office. Now, that's where all three levels, federal, Commonwealth, and the locals, work together to develop plans, to execute those plans, and to deliver aid to those in need. Other mayors have been participating. They're connected to us either by satellite phone in far-off areas all around Puerto Rico, as well as being on site. And again, this is in San Juan where this Joint Field Office is.
Well, and we're talking about a place that's over 1,000 miles away from the U.S. mainland. The president has made that point. How much harder does that make it for these relief efforts to get the resources where they need to be? I mean, has the criticism been fair, or do you think people are not looking at this from the right perspective?
Well, we all knew that there were going to be substantial challenges if, in fact, this was going to be nearly a Category 5 hurricane with a direct impact onto Puerto Rico, and that's, in fact, exactly what happened. We had commodities pre-staged. We had personnel pre-staged, either on the island or just off the island on ships. But that's not enough to sustain operations for weeks and months. So we realized early on that we would need to have substantial support from the U.S. mainland. There were planes loaded with personnel, with supplies, ready to go in the aftermath of the hurricane. Unfortunately, the damage was just so devastating to the communications network, and the energy sector, as we're all aware, but also to the airport. And though the airport, we were able to clear the debris quite quickly, the air traffic control system, an absolutely critical asset, was severely damaged. And quite frankly, it was like trying to push a bowling ball through a straw. We were trying to push all of these assets from the mainland, and we weren't getting in there. Now we are.
Why would this mayor of San Juan not participate in that command center if it's in San Juan?
I can't answer that question. I can only say that we are very focused on disaster operations here, and to the extent that she or any other mayor wants to provide input in the process, we not only welcome her, but we expect that kind of guidance. We certainly, me sitting here in Washington, 1,500 miles away from the island,
sure,
I can't tell you what exactly is going on in San Juan, but she certainly can, and our planners on the ground need her input.
We got to leave it right there.
Dan Kanuski, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Dan.